I've just seen that. That's a belt. Happy birthday, Steve Sidwell. Mate, I've had Max Branning before as well. I used to work when I was at uni and I was on placement. I used to work with Sen kids, and this lad who had Down syndrome used to call me Max Branning. He used to go, all right, Max Branning. I don't know why he didn't work Cockney, but yeah, Max Branning's a Cockney, isn't he? But yeah, he used to call me, all right, Max Branning. And I'd be like, that's me, housewife's favourite, Max Branning. I think he is anyway. Happy birthday, Joe. It was my birthday on Friday. I was 20. Well done, mate. I am 37 today. Big 3-7. Not really anything to discuss. Basically, I'm a sad act and use of my friends. So this is my birthday party. Apologies for being late. Happy birthday. I know what you said. Oh, mucking off. Always with this. I know what you did last summer. Happy birthday. Big up. Yeah, listen, I want you to get your questions in. It's a Q&A. So yeah, anything and everything really within reason, of course. Please do get your questions in. Like I say, we've had one come in from John. Great start. Leeds. Yeah. Has the defeat yesterday destroyed our momentum in the league? No, none whatsoever. We will win on Tuesday night against Watford quite comfortably. So I know it's away from home, but not concerned when the first 11 starts. Then yeah, like we'll be there. We'll be there. So easy win for Leeds United expected on Tuesday, if I do say so. Happy birthday, John. My question, why are you still wearing the red jackets? Good point. My girlfriend's just been saying that to me. You love that jacket, you. I do. It's from a charity shop. It's not even been washed yet. I don't care. It's a vibe. I like it. Donna says, doubling down on the red plaid. I'm assuming that's the pattern. But yeah, I like it. It's nice. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Are we talking about the swallow, the bird? Have a swallow? Or what are these? Ooh. What is the airspeed velocity of an I'm assuming it's a bird. To be honest, it's probably I don't know. What is the airspeed velocity in an unladen swallow? I'm not sure. 27/4 diameters per second. That's what I'll go with. Come on, keep your questions coming in. Mr. Kipling says, happy birthday, Joe. May the Premier League be your present, my fiend. Big up. I used to get called Bradley Branning years ago due to my passing resemblance to him, and now I look like a cross between his dad and Ade Edmondson. Take it, man. I'll take it. Did they actually beat them? Is that finished? Let's have a look. No, it's still going. Liverpool will come back, man. Tell you. Easiest question of the night, Jag. Yes, 100%. Definitely 100%. Ain't no doubt about it. Happy birthday, bro. When you move back up here, we're still going to do some walk and talk content. Yes, we are, Matty. Thank you very much for the birthday. I'm actually in Huddersfield on Wednesday, so I think I'm going to find something to do and walk and talk Leeds United at that point as well. So, yeah. How many points do I think we need to get automatic promotion? Anything over 90 secures top spot for me, my man. Anything over 90 secures top spot. Ain't no doubt about it. Yeah. 1 second. Evie can't see the live chat. That's my girlfriend's daughter. Evie, sort your shit out. On your phone, there'll be a bit on it where it'll say, like, see live chat, I think. Something like that. Sort your shit out. Happy birthday, Joe. What's your thoughts on all the Twitter managers claiming that Nonto is the best attacker in the championship? We're talking about tacticals here, probably. Look, over the course of the season, over the course of a few seasons now, we've established Twitter tacticals are very knowledgeable, but aren't always right. And if if Daniel Farke had bended to calls on Twitter, we would not be top. Yeah, we would, you know. I mean, look, I remember seeing a tweet that said any manager that doesn't start Nantes in the league deserves to be sacked. I've had to block so many people this season because they just haven't got a Scooby-Doo. They think they do, but they haven't. And it's the condescending nature with which they speak to people as well that really irks me. They think they're better than, and they're not. You can give me as many stats as you want, but the eye test will always be the main thing for me. If you have stats and eye test, fair enough. But listen, Nantes has had 5 good games this season at the start, has not been seen since. He's our 4th best winger, so definitely not the best attacker in the championship. Doesn't deserve to start. He's at fault for the first goal, and after that point did not turn up. He was okay for a period. I don't know when they scored. Maybe it was about 15 minutes, but after that, shite. So listen, someone said to me yesterday, oh, you have a weird agenda against our 2 youngest players in Nantes and Joseph. I don't. It was quite funny because a quick look on the timeline, seeing he'd retweeted the Pirro compilation. So it's like, right, okay, so I know which angle you're coming from here. I have not, listen, Matteo Joseph, if you remember rightly at the start of the season, I said would be the top scorer. I said that. I backed him to do that, having seen what we saw in pre-season, having seen him score early goals in the under-21s for Spain. The fact I struggled to adapt to proper men's football. But the real frustrating thing, and no one's, listen, Twitter, YouTube, it's not real life, right? People have digs at you, so when the opportunity arises, you have a dig back. It is what it is. It's playground shit, right? So no one's enjoying Joseph not maybe doing well, but when you are told that the manager's got it wrong, you ain't got a clue when Matteo Joseph's the second coming, and your eyes are telling you totally different, then of course in that moment, and for me, for someone who's backed Pirro at times, also being critical, but backed Pirro at times, to see that after one poor game at Burnley, where, you know, the manager was terrible again, and a compilation was put together of how bad he was, then I want the same energy for the other people. Because why wasn't there a compilation put together? There shouldn't be any compilations, by the way. But that's the point. Nantes falls into that bracket. I've seen best 11s this season with him in the side. No Solomon either. No Aronson. No Pirro. Don't make me laugh. Yet these people, with the way that they speak down to and assume that they are elitist and no more. So they all fall into that bracket. Nantes is not the best attacker in the championship. He's not even the best attacker in the Leeds United side. And if a decent bid came in the summer, I would happily sell. Opinions like arseholes, we've all got them. Africa or European Swallow? I know either. I don't know either. Who is your favourite Leeds player ever? There's a few, really. David Batty has to be up there. No nonsense. David Batty, I remember when I was at Lingbob Junior Infant and School, we used to play football, and we all each were a footballer, and I was always David Batty. I'm pretty combative, like a challenge, not really good on the ball. I mean, Batty obviously was, but me not so much. But and I used to do his signature. I used to do a D, B, A, T, T, Y, and then the Y I would bring up and use it to go through the B, and then it would be the T, and through the A. Do you know what I mean? So like, I go, oh, look, I even do his signature. I'm Batty. Also loved Alan Smith. I know we're not really supposed to like him now, knowing where he went, but when I was at school, he'd burst through and was scoring goals for fun. You know, your Liverpools had your Michael Owens, etc. We had young Alan Smith, and also he loved the challenge, man. He wore his heart on his sleeve, very much like myself. So Alan Smith. More recent times, Calvin Phillips. There's a theme, isn't there? There's a theme. Yorkshire boys, emotional, all that. So recent times, Calvin Phillips is definitely up there. But yeah, I would say Batty, Phillips, and then Smith, I think. Which is probably wild. Like, people might disagree, but I just like that Yorkshire, born and bred, get it, love the football club, all that sort of jazz. So that would probably be my pick. Loving the Monty Python reference. That went over my head. Will your potential show with Joe be strictly football, or will you talk wrestling too, since it's something you both enjoy away from the Leeds madness? It will be a thing, yeah. It's been difficult to sort out. Both very busy, aren't we? So at the minute, yeah. So we will sort it out. What's the goals for the channel? Is it eventually to go to matches AFTV style or something else? Mark, for me, my goals, I would love to have a studio space. I would love to be able to pay contributors to come into that space, do a round-the-table podcasting. I owe a lot of my growth over the past 12 months and stuff to other creators as well. I'd love to be able to, have Lockie come in and do certain shows, Andrea the same, and be able to help these guys out in doing so. So I would love to have a space, like a home to go through. I'd honestly like someone to do watch-alongs with in this space, two of us to have that conversation. There's a few channels that I look to and think, yeah, I like that vibe. I also would love to do vlogs of non-Leeds stuff. My dream has always been, and I've said this many times, to go to Argentina, to go to Rosario, be able to vlog that. I just need like equipment and stuff, and make sure it's of a good quality. But yeah, I would love to do something like that, to have like a studio space, desk looking forward kind of thing. Yeah, that would be the dream. And really, look, the matches thing, I do miss Ellen Road. I drive past it a lot now. When leaving my girlfriend's in Halifax, depending on the roadworks, a lot of the time I'll drive past it. I do miss going to matches, won't lie. That sense of home, like, you do get it. We're all there together and all wanting the same things, and you can never replicate the feeling of scoring a goal. And of course there are bigger moments, like I'll never forget the ecstasy and elation I felt when we scored 2 quick goals against Manchester United. Now, we went and lost that game, but that 5-minute spell, if it were even that, where Rodrigo and Rafinha scored, if I could bottle that, like, you would be a millionaire. I was hurt, was thrown, but it was just so amazing. So I do miss going to games, but I genuinely, a lot of people do watch-alongs because it can help with growth. It can help with other things. But I've just always loved doing them. When I first set out on my own, I used to do them. Just Premier League games, West Brom versus fucking Palace. I really enjoy watch-alongs. I enjoy commentary. I like, as daft as it sounds, actually back myself. I think you've got to back yourself. I actually rate myself. I've watched many watch-alongs where it's a bit silent, and I do actually back myself in that respect. I reckon had I have been young, I could have given that a bash, and that's no cap. But it's funny, when I was younger, I used to do it playing FIFA and stuff. I used to record myself on tapes when I would put tape, you get a tape cassette and they used to put tissues in the top so you could record over it. There'll be some young people thinking, what's he on about? But yeah, I used to record myself and that commentating on games. It's a bit mad, really. But yeah, maybe that was my vocation. I don't know. I used to really like, and this is probably bad, but I used to love listening to the guy on BBC. I don't even know his name, but basically it used to be on Channel 5 when Chelsea used to play in the UEFA Cup. The commentator there, he does BBC now. Do you remember them back in the day, like when Tor Andre Flo and all that sort of stuff? They always played in like snowy climates and stuff with this orange ball. I just remember that Zola, Vialli, Tor Andre Flo, they had a decent team back then, and I know we don't like them and stuff, but I just remember that commentator and really liking his commentary. I think he's still about now. He's got black hair. I can't remember his name, but that was when. So for me, then obviously we didn't have much growing up, so there wasn't much football on TV. Do you know what I mean? So the Chelsea thing was on during that time. And my mum likes Italian men, so she'd always be like, "Oh, I like that Vialli and that." Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So I forgot his name. I'm behind in the chat. You'll all probably know John something, I think it is. So, yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't know if that answered the question. It's more a case of like to get as big as possible, I guess. And be able to take people along with and create a studio space and all that sort of stuff where Jonathan Pierce, our lass has just texted to say Jonathan Pierce. She's probably got it from the chat because I'm behind because I'm answering questions. But yeah, Jonathan Pierce, that is him. But does anyone remember that? It'd have been, I guess, early 2000s, maybe 90s. It'll have been 90s. I'd have been so young as well. So at that time, wouldn't have even been aware of the rivalry between Leeds and Chelsea at that age. I don't think I would have been. And obviously, I just remember them playing in like mad countries where it was snowing, orange ball, and him being on the commentary on Channel 5 and just being a bit like, wow, this guy's different to your normal commentators. So, yeah, that was... and it mad, though. And then, obviously, I really enjoy doing the watch-alongs of other teams, but mainly Leeds United, of course, because the emotions in it as well. So, yeah, I guess it's just to get as big as possible, obviously. Dream it, believe it, achieve it, all that jazz. And I'd love to go to Rosario and vlog that. I'm so envious of Rocco Dean, who's been to watch Uruguay and all this sort of stuff. And I'd love the opportunity to do that myself and obviously vlog that. And yeah, it'd be an emotional time, I think. Mr. 420, what car you got now? Still the Focus, mate. Gruev, Rothwell, Pascal, who starts versus Watford? Pascal and Peru back in midfield. I hope I've answered that, Sonny. I hope I've answered. Big up to Sonny, by the way, who's been managing my TikTok, which no doubt has been helping the channel. So big up to you. Interesting. You've been open in the past about certain unhealthy behaviour habits. Does this channel help you on the straight and narrow, make it entirely worse? Unhealthy behaviour habits. What we're talking about, Harry? You'd have to be more specific. As you know, I've spoken about this candidly before about being in recovery and staying away from certain things. I've spoke about this candidly before. Look, this job, although it is probably perceived as easy and all you do is sit in front of a camera, but you have to show up, right? You have to show up. You have to be there. You have to be, you're your own boss in effect. So yeah, that's all gone, mate. It's not good for the mind. Been to some dark places, truth be told, and I don't ever want to go back there again. So this channel helps, bro, like massively. The only thing I will say for YouTubers, and I don't know if everyone else can, I hate saying that, like YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber, but like I think it's quite lonely. It's a lonely job. It's a lonely job when you're doing it on your own. I won't lie to you. It's very lonely. And also yesterday, like I'm sat at home, I'm doing the early watch along. I wanted to do the Sheffield United game, and my daughter's like with my son, and I'm thinking, and I could hear them, and I thought, you know, the family partners and that, it does take a toll as well. It isn't like it's not a 9 to 5, is it? But when you do a 9 to 5, you come home and you switch off. With this, for me anyway, because I'm on my own, I might need to do a video at any moment. So it's really difficult at times to make plans, because the facts are as well, folks, I'll be real with you. Like, obviously, the way YouTube works, if you don't do a video for a day, you add revenue, for me anyway, because I had this one-on-one with this YouTube, I don't know what you would call them. don't know, like a tutor. They contacted me. It was a new thing they were running, and they said you need evergreen content. You have certain YouTubers out there, the best in the game, that'll have evergreen content in terms of like, doesn't matter what day, time of year, that video will always be relevant. You know, you see like, I don't know, say Mr. Beast, you know, we tried to climb the highest mountain. Doesn't matter what time of year, you'll always watch that. Whereas my preview, and watch along of Leeds versus Millwall is only good for that day and the day before or after. So if I don't do a video for a day or two, my revenue just drops straight down. Therefore, I'm struggling. Do you know what I mean? So that's why during the international breaks, it's so tough, because there's no football. Therefore, no one watches your videos. Therefore, you are left with no money. And to be honest, when I first went full time for the first month, it was August, it was great. And then to be honest with you, I really, really struggled financially. Like, for a period of time, I struggled big time because I was getting in debt because after August, you have September, October, November international breaks. Well, during that time, I have 2 birthdays and Christmas. As you know, I've got 3 kids, 2 birthdays and Christmas, and I'm supporting myself on my own for the first time. Like when I left my mum's, I've been in a long-term relationship, then another long-term relationship. So I was on my own doing this. And then obviously I have my children and whatnot. So I did get into big debt. Last year was really tough for me in terms of, you know, I had to contact, listen, I can't afford to pay you this month. You're going to have to wait till January because I've got Christmas, birthdays, and my kids come first. It is what it is. So but I wanted to make the leap, because I remember it was Dan Moylan who actually like had a chat with me. So big up Dan. And he said, like, if you never do it, you know, if you don't do it, you never will do it. The best decision I made, but it was tough last year, rock hard. And this year is going to be so much better. Moving back to Halifax, girlfriend, just life's getting better already, you know what I mean? Because last year was tough, as you know. I'm pretty candid. I share this stuff. There's no BS, no bullshit. And yeah, it was lonely. It was tough financially, as I said. So yeah, we got through 2024. It was tough. Obviously, my mum passed at the end of the year, but 2025 is going to be the year. Just Joe. Here we go, baby. How soon will the new goalie be playing? We don't have a new goalie, and I don't think we'll actually get one. Oh, happy birthday, buddy. What is your first Leeds United memory? So again, man. So my dad passed away when I was like 2, right? Like, my dad had issues with addiction and stuff, and he passed away, did my dad, right? So this is deep stuff, but I only speak my truth. So my mum never wanted another man in her life. And then she met a guy called Craig, and he was a big Leeds United fan. I actually took him to some games when I got older, because obviously I had a season ticket. My mate Sean has a season ticket. And he introduced me to Leeds. And it like was a big thing for me, because obviously there's this father figure, because that's what he was at the time, and he made my mum happy. Was a father figure, so that was something that I'd always search for, and probably when he went, still search for. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it would be that, because it was always tied into me. Like, for me, on a personal level, I always felt apart from. Can be a room full of people and feel the loneliest person in the room, right? So, like, for me, a big thing about Leeds United was that sense that it made me feel as part of a family. And that's mad, because I've got brothers and all that sort of stuff, but even still at home, sometimes I felt lonely. I did as a young'un. So, yeah, I had some stuff. So, for me, Leeds United was like a family. So, I think that's, outside of any footballing thing, was just how that made me feel connected to someone in my life, and also just to other people. even now I'll drive about and I'll beep at people or I'll wave at people and give them the Leeds salute because it's like, we get it. Because the thing is with Leeds United as well, we're universally hated, right? No one likes us. And that sort of brings us together as well. So, yeah, that will probably be it, mate. That's mad. Do you see us going unbeaten at home till the end of the season? We can't. Well, we got beat by Millwall, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Stuart, I used to see half-time, didn't I? Half-time every game. Big up, Stuart, when you're back at church being too long. I know, bro. Listen, this is like say my job. It's not a case of I don't not want to be there. The mad thing is my daughter now, who's football mad, plays for a football team. I've taken her to see Leeds United ladies. She's been to see England up at Stadium of Light. She always says, Dad, when you're going to take me? And it's really difficult because I work. And if I don't work, I lose money. And obviously, one thing I'll pride myself on is consistency. So I'm going to have to work a way around that. I don't know how that'll look. A testimonial, I don't know, for Liam Cooper or whatever. But I do want to take her to Ellen Road for sure because she's football mad. So, yeah. I'd always envisaged taking my son. And he's still on the season ticket waiting list. But with his autism, he just couldn't. So, yeah. I might say to her, once Harry gets his season ticket, I'll be like, your name's Harry Maisie, all right? Do you know what I mean? And she can have that. So, sorry, forgot the birthday presents. No worries, Robert. Thank you very much for the for that. Joe, what's your go-to pizza topping? I like a Diavola, which is at DeVito's, which has chicken, pepperoni, garlic, and chili. I do like a bolognese, although I haven't had one for a while because they're very messy. Although we did have on the channel the other day a chicken madras pizza, and it were banging. It were banging. Cheers, Dale, mate. I hope you. I hope it was watch outside Tesco. I don't know what she's saying. She's gonna fight me outside Tesco or something. Laura says, hi, Joe. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. Did you get any Dr. Martens sandals this year? I haven't, and I've still only ever worn them twice on my holiday. Not worn them again. So, yeah, they were a vibe, but then I never worn them again. So it was a waste of money. I have a girlfriend, mate. There's only one woman I'd spend the night with. So, yeah, her name is Jade. But Gemma Collins, what are you saying? Happy birthday, Joe. Big up yourself for streaming. No days off. Hardest working man on YouTube. We are back as well tonight for the final word. So make sure you join us for that. I have Dr. Martin boots, best I've ever bought, myself included. I have Dr. Martens as well. Did Daniel disrespect the cup pipe? No, I think... Jason, I think the team was more than good enough to beat Millwall. Look at the names that were in it. Plymouth, wow. I think if anyone's disrespected the cup, it's Slot. Slot thought it was going to be an easy ride. He's gone with Jota, Diaz, Elliott, Chiesa, McConnell, Unyoy, Tsimikas, Endo, Kwanzaa, and Gomez, and brought on Mbaye, Doherty, and Nunes. So if anyone's disrespected it, it's him. Looking at the bench, yeah, there was no Salah. There was no Gakpo. So he's obviously thought it would be light work. But the FA Cup's different. So welcome to England, Slot. I thought Schmidt was very good. Very good. Have I bought a new vape? No, still the same one. I don't think it was. How can we call Matteo, Nonto, Ramazane, Ampadu, Strauch? Who else was in? Gulliver? Can we call them reserves? I think it's unfair. Big up, Joe. When are you going to go pro at singing, mate? Yeah, boy can sing. Give me a song request and I'll give it you, Duke. Thoughts on Connor's idea of Joseph Aronson debate linking back to 49ers and Farker? I don't know what you mean, bro. Can you be more specific? Happy birthday, you reckon Bamford might play himself into contention if Joseph's form dropping off a cliff? No, definitely not. Definitely not. He's done. Danny from Not Another Leeds Plus says, Joe, is it true that you once won a dance-off against Chris Wood by doing the Joe bot? Yeah. That was it. If Bielsa didn't come to Leeds when he did, where do you think we would be as a club now? Do you think the 49ers would have come in for us? No. Radwazani would have continued to get poor managers and we'd have languished. Look, Middlesbrough had Victor Orta for a time in the Championship and he absolutely set them back a good few years, to be fair. So I just think Bielsa was the man that got us up. Had he not, Radwazani was running out of money, he'd have probably sold us and we might have ended up with another chancer. You just don't know. Have you met any ex-Leeds managers? I have. I've met David O'Leary outside Ellen Road. It was for my 30th. We was in, me, Sean, and Sean's dad. We did the hospitality, and he was coming in. So, yeah, David O'Leary. And also Neil Redfern follows me on Twitter. Big up, Neil. Gary Monk, I used to go to pre-season games, you see, and obviously managers are much more accessible. Gary Monk as well, yeah. Just having a look for some more questions. Everyone giving their favourite player. What is your best moment of the season for Leeds so far? Ooh. From a personal standpoint, watching Solomon absolutely cook. And from a Leeds United perspective, 7-0 Cardiff, you'll never get better than that, really, will you? I haven't P&J touring, and maybe that would be something we could do, eh? Definitely. Martin, Kelly. Radaby has to be in there. I'd have to put Liam Cooper for vibes. Ian Hart, Decor, Batty, Calvin. It's not great midfield. Like, it's very robust. See, I really liked McCormack. Viduka, Smith. It'd be very hard, wouldn't it? Even like players like, I was very young at the time, but like Gary McAllister at Leeds, Rod Wallace. Your Bower. Maybe that's something we can do one time. That'd be good. Yeah, I'd like a. It doesn't even have to be a podcast studio, does it? I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the hope. Yeah. That would be the hope, Luke B. It would be. Big up. Yeah, hopefully I answered that with the other question about me, Craig and whatnot. Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa, happy birthday, bro. Salam, brother. May the Almighty grant you good health and happiness, inshallah, brother. Thanks for your good work. Best wishes, mate. Leeds. I also want to apologise, Abdul Rahman, because on the previous post-match, not for Millwall, the one before, you put a super chat in and I didn't respond to it. You weren't the only one. I missed a lot. And I felt like I came off thinking, oh, no. So sorry for that, brother. Yeah, mad decision to go from Blackburn to Derby. Has he got a connection to Derby? Is that what it is? Maybe that's what it is. That's a great shout as well. I forgot about that. The Robot Wars stuff as well with Craig Charles. Did you ever see that story of Craig Charles when he went on a 6-hour crack binge in a taxi from London to, it would have been Manchester, where he was filming
Coronation Street, and he literally got in a taxi and was just off his head on crack cocaine. The full way. Mad. Robot was. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Is your girlfriend a Leeds fan? She doesn't follow football, although she takes an active interest in what I do, so would imagine she is a Leeds fan now, yes. I put the Royal Rumble on the other day, and she was like, I'm not watching this, and was like going, this is rubbish. And then the other night she texted saying, I'm watching the Rumble from 2009, so she's now a wrestling and a Leeds United fan, I think. Big up to Elliot. Happy birthday to you. I won't be watching the Super Bowl, mate. I don't understand what's going on. You know, I don't understand what's going on. So, no. I agree promotion is in the bag. How many players do you think we'll need to buy to stay in the Premier? Also, how many and would you get rid of? We need a new goalkeeper. We need backup at centre-back. We need a new left. Yeah, we need a new left back because we don't know what's happening with Firpo, and obviously there's no one under him. So I need a new left back. I think we're okay in midfield. We definitely need a 10. I would probably ask for a more attacking 8 because Rothwell I would send back. I wouldn't make Rothwell permanent. I'm sorry, because there's better out there. So I would do that. Get a 10. Wingers are okay, depending if any leave. And a 9. Who would I be willing to let go? Well, Bamford. But yeah, I don't think a lot of ours will leave, to be honest. They'll be kept on as squad options. You're a sexy Viking, not a question, just an observation. Thank you very much, MC. I'll take it. Big Garage Joe, seems like a long time. You look so much better now, birthday boy. Thank you very much. Yeah. Big up to you, Jukey. That's very nice of you to say. Relate to the lonely thing. I've got that. I'm working from home, so it weighs on you. Plus, sometimes comments. Yeah, 100% the working from home vibe, bro. There's been times last year when I was depressed, like when I would get up, do a stream, and go back to bed, and then set an alarm. It's not great. Won't lie. I'll only ever be real. Big up to you, Mr. Brownlee. Says, happy birthday, Joe. Your show is a big comfort to me as I'm battling the big C. Cheers to you. Thank you, Mr. Brownlee. I will be running for Marie Curie, actually, on the 11th of May, the Leeds Half Marathon in memory of my mum. There is a link in the description to that. They do great work. So, yeah, if you want to support, and as I say, our thoughts are with you, Mr. Brownlee. And if you ever want to chat, just reach out. Your growth has been sustainable so far, but diversification is necessary to organise your personal life. Done great so far. Yeah, Vega, big up to you. How big do you believe you can get when we go up subwise? I'm not sure. I'm genuinely not sure. I think I look at some of the bigger YouTubers and people that are like, and it's, you can be great and have all the knowledge, but a lot of it is personality. And look, without sounding like a knob, I think I have it. So, yeah. And look, I'll be real. I know there's people out there that have paid for subscribers. That's cool. That's on them. Have paid for views. That's cool. That's on them. Not throwing any shade. This is pure, organic, you know, done just with hard work. I'm not bothered what it looks like aesthetically. It's just me. And yeah, I just want it to grow. What's achievable? What's the biggest Leeds YouTuber got? Joe might have 50, close to 60. I think I can get there also, you know. Why not? Why not? And I do think the Premier League will, again, it's all about being sustainable. If Leeds can be sustainable in the Premier League, then the channel will grow. If Leeds can get into Europe, the channel will grow. You know, it's all depends on Leeds United. Leeds United dropped out of League One, we're fact. Do you know what I mean? So it is all dependent on the football club, mate, and the content that I put out. And I know a lot of people enjoy it, so let's hope that continues to be the case. So, yeah. Let's have a look. Liverpool are out. Wow. Lucy M says, happy birthday, Joe. Here's to a massive 2025 for you. Who's your favourite Leeds players from the 90s? It'd be Alan Smith. Alan Smith, Gary Kelly. Yeah. I'm very much, I realised, like saying, when I go through this, is very much like Leeds. They're proper Leeds. They get it. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. No, unfortunately not. Snowy day. Fortunately not. And that's another reason why I won't give up. I won't give up my season ticket, because that's another thing I would do. I would vlog European games. I won't give it up for that. Unfortunately, growing up, we didn't have much as a family, and it was never an option, mate. But yeah, one day, hopefully. You've got to go Brendan, surely. Surely. Yeah. You could do it and like have him like playing over in Germany and put some tweets up about, oh, we don't want him back, and then boom, 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 and see him scoring goals. Let's have a look. Happy birthday, Joe. Great content. Thank you very much, Michael. Yes, bro, it was banging. People who will watch me will bang. Much love, Peter. Reach out, bro. Reach out. Who puts your foundation layer on before you start streaming, you or Jed? I don't wear makeup. I know some do. I am having Botox done, though. I'll be real with you. I'm having Botox done next week, so we'll see. The wrinkles are getting big. I've always had a complex about my eyes, to be fair, so I'm having something put in here which will raise them up, is what it is. No, not doing it, mate. Yeah, not doing it. It was a decision I made. Just didn't vibe. So yeah, just wanted to do something different. So yeah, Sly says, happy birthday. Does your girlfriend have a sister? Love that. Go on, son. Go to takeaway choice. It's pizza all day for me. Pizza all day for me. One realistic player. Well, I would sign Solomon. I would definitely sign Manor. I would like a striker. Danny Welbeck. Now I can hear you all laughing. But I'd take you want Premier League, proven, will do quality. I think with the type of team we are and where we play, Danny Welbeck. And I think it'd be achievable. Is that wild? You're probably all taking piss out of me now, aren't you? Dan, and it was just, I'm just thinking of a number 9 that I like and who I would like, and who was realistic and where Brighton are going, and him at the twilight end of his career, Danny Welbeck. I think it's a great shout, and I think he's so underrated. If you could give me any, I genuinely love Olivier Giroud. Obviously, he's done now, but yeah. Danny Welbeck, is that a bad shout? I can imagine you're all like, what? But trust me, it would make sense. It would make sense. Yeah. All my life, I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. And all my life, I Prayed for someone like you, and I know that you still love me too. There you go. He could sing. The boy could sing. I didn't, mate, and I've never actually been to Ireland. I've not been to enough countries really. So yeah, definitely not. If you don't say Rafinha for this 11, you've lost it. Shout as well. How could I forget? Yeah. Who's the most famous pro you've met? See, my memory's so bad. I can only think of two, right? And I know I've met better than. But I can't get at them. This is so poor because they're not me. Rudy Austin, I met. That's so poor. I met Rudy Austin. We played Huddersfield Town, and he was injured at the time. Eddie Gray. I've met Eddie Gray. Bloody hell, yeah, Eddie Gray. Just try to think, like, because when you think of like Premier League greats, aren't you? Really? I don't think I've met a Premier League great. Not been in the presence of. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's hard, mate. My memories mad. Big up to you. This guy, by the way, salt of the earth. Salt of the earth. Genuine top lad. Believe me. My man drove from where he lives to my mum's, picked up some stuff, drove up with his girlfriend, dropped it off, left. Boom. Legend. Oh, you're on about... I wondered what you were on about, but yeah, you're on about Craig Charles. Yeah. 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 That's exactly it. My man just drove all the way up. Mental. Can you imagine Uber driver? Wow, man. Wow. This is brilliant. Who's got worse takes, me, Yorkshireman, or Damar? It's you, without a shadow of a doubt. Damar does stuff sometimes just for banter. Like, genuinely, he likes to stoke up the chat. He likes to switch things up. Yorkshireman, yeah. It's Sean, it's you. All day. I'm sorry, mate. You do the wildest takes. You are from the Wild Wild West takes. Definitely. I swear, if you get injured in that half marathon and I lose, is that confirmed? Are we roommates? I've not had a confirmation yet. Yeah, if we are, me and Joe can do some post streams, can't we? Depends on the Wi-Fi, I guess, in the location. But no, I won't get injured in the half marathon. I'm fucking a machine. I know, because they have told me. There you go. Facts. I know, because they have told me. So that's all. It's come from the horse's mouth. Legend, mate. Legend. I remember the days of All Leeds TV. Crazy what you have achieved. Yes, man. 100%. Let's have a look. Our lass is ready to stop being catty. Yeah, I can't help myself, can I? Stop being catty. Yeah, great times. Thank you to Tash, Jack, the All Leeds TV crew, giving me an opportunity and putting me in a place where I can do this now. You have the best chat engagement in this sphere, legend. Yeah, Joe, exactly. But it can only take you so far, surely. Yeah, I was wondering that. I didn't get the whole that. What do you mean, Mark? I thought that as well. I don't think Joe's condescending. I don't think.
Did he? I don't think, not to me anyway. Don't come across as that to me. And I think, like Joe said here, how do you mean? Yeah, man, we'll do Tuesday. I'm honoured, Joe. Thanks. If only you were the real Alan Smith. If only. Now let me just say, it's up to those people to say. I will never say, but my point is, I will pride myself on not doing that, on paying for views on videos, and that's not me throwing any shade, by the way. I'm just stating facts. That's all. Yeah, no shade at all. Some people, it probably works, right? Like if I'm an investor and I'm looking at Leeds United space, who's got, you might look at stuff like that. I always remember something Lee Gunner said though: subs are for sure, views for door. Lee Gunner is straight down the line, but that's something he said. Subs aesthetically can look amazing, but if your videos aren't doing that well, then what's the point? Do you know what I mean? So, but genuinely, hear me now. I'm not throwing shade there, by the way. It is what it is. Is Brendan Lowkey our most important player right now? He's up there, isn't he? He's up there for sure. Do I like a farm shop pork pie? I don't like pork pies. Don't like pork pies. Don't like that gelatine stuff. Gelatine. Yeah. And I actually know, did you know that Haribo's have gelatine in? Because my friend who is a Muslim cannot eat Haribo's because it has gelatine in it. It's not halal. Did you know this? Legend Robert, thank you. Thank you very much. Welbeck, man. Yeah, that's a bad take in itself. That Ampadu is not good enough. Evan Ferguson, like that 100%. Halas has just said it's a game changer that you don't like pork pies for us. I can't deal with that gelatine, love. I honestly can't. It's horrible. Tactico's giving me Welbeck. No, I would take genuinely. Yeah, man. It's good, man. It's not a terrible shout. Pirro is better than Welbeck. Have a day off. Have a day off. There's a reason Pirro plays for Leeds United and Welbeck's been smashing it in the Premier League. Have a day off. There is no way. Are we on about the same Danny Welbeck here? Are we on about the same Danny Welbeck that's played in the Premier League for 15 years? Are we on about that same Danny Welbeck who's got 6 goals and 2 assists this season? Come on now. Who's played at Manchester United, Arsenal, Brighton? We're not on about the same Danny Welbeck. We mustn't be. I couldn't join earlier, been giving the wifey the day off to earn some brownie points. Happy birthday. What are you going to do with your brownie points once you've called them in, mate? Giroud would be great for different reasons to you, I think. Oh. Do you like a bit of Giroud? I do like that post where he goes, because I'm gorgeous. Have you seen that? It's so funny. They did, I think it was the Rainbow Laces campaign for Arsenal. And he did, it was like a video and he went, it's because I'm gorgeous. It's quality. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, mad. Liverpool going out. But it don't feel good because we could have Plymouth at home in next round. You know what I mean? He was rested, mate, although they might be... Actually, he said... There was a few. Oh, yeah, you met Greenwood at the gym. I think he said Rodon, and that might have a few issues. Danny Welbeck, he's 102. How old is he? Let's have a look. 34. 1 year, man. 1 year. Would you take Milner? Oh, Rudy Austin, what a unit. Yeah, what a unit.
Let's have a look. Only player I've met in person was Gary McAllister. Love that. Love that. Paul Reaney, that's a great shout. Let's have a look. Acknowledge the bad takes, Chief Sean Ely, 100%. Picked up Mickey Gray and Peter Reid when he was manager, and Peter Reid paid 50 for an £8 fare. That's quality. Why do you vape on front of the camera? Why do I do it? Well, I do it because I need to. Do I wish I didn't vape? Yes. Do I wish I'd have never smoked in my life? Yes. Vaping, though, has become much better for me, Hamid, because I used to smoke roll-ups, cigarettes, nicotine. I know this is nicotine, but it really was bad. Like, I used to wake up on a morning, have 2 coffees and about 4 roll-ups before I even started the day. My chest was a nightmare. I still managed to run like that, which is mad. I used to finish my run and have a roll-up, which is insane. But this is crazy how much it's done for me in terms of my breathing and stuff. I can't lie to you. So I don't think it's as bad as smoking cigarettes. And because it's a vape, I don't mind doing it in the house. So yeah. Stephen Doody says this is bullshit. I don't know what's that from, but yeah. Joe, do you hate Connor? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Hate is such a strong word. Why you never look at the camera? Hamid, I'm reading the chat. It's hard for me to do. So I have to look off to the side. Plus, you don't want me looking into your eyes too much. No. Just to give some... No. Like me and Connor, obviously, I guess you could say, came up together on All Leeds TV. We have different opinions. But yeah, no, I don't hate him. Like when I messaged him to say, listen, I'm going to park the counterpoint, he said, yeah, go well. That's it. It's as simple as that. Now, we do disagree on a lot, and we do take shots at one another, regardless of what he thinks, but it's all part of the YouTube thing. It's fine. If I saw Connor in the street, we would chat. It's not that deep. Big up, Ollie Ward. Hope you're doing well, mate. I haven't seen you for a while. We will have to do some stream. Must admit, only tuned in All Leeds TV for you and Connor back in the day. Happy birthday, mate. Thank you very much. Big up to the All Leeds TV, by the way. What about fried spam? So, yeah, I used to like a spam, egg, and tomatoes sandwich. It's heart attack tackle, though, isn't it? Who from starting 11 starts in the Prem next fall? HBD, by the way, protein shake. I don't know what that means. Shit. I don't know what that means, but who from starting 11 starts in the Prime next fall? So if I was to say who would be in the starting 11 next season, Meliel will be in goal. Bogle will be at right back. Rodon and Strauch will be at centre back. Firpo will be at left back. I think if Solomon signs permanently, he will. I don't know. I actually, it's too hard. It's too hard because I could easily say they will. Anthony, it is the worst. Every time I go on my YouTube, I have someone saying, what a bad take this was. What a bad take this was. I basically hammered them for signing Chris Wood for the money that they did, and rightly so have been battered for it. Like, it was such a bad take now when you see it back. But no one expected this, not even Chris Wood, so they can say what they want, but no one expected this. Yeah, come on. Bang on, pot pie jelly is git material. Views on Scotch eggs, really like them. I really like a Scotch egg. Definitely. Yeah. You can get some really nice ones as well. Like them little ones. Joe Wilfarker still picked Joshua Gullivogi. He's not going to start again, is he? Because we've got no cup games left. So, yeah. Someone sent me that on Instagram. Big up to him, where he said he loves Leeds United. He loves the fans and all that sort of stuff. It was a really good read. So, yeah, big up. Oh, because he can. Okay, it's an anxiety pen. Yeah. Oh, you're on about the vape, right? Okay, that's why. Big up to Dave, big Forest fan. Yes, they are, mate. Yes, 100%. Although Harry's mum bought him a Newcastle strip because she's a Newcastle fan. She did ask me because I always said, please, whatever you do, don't take that away from me. Like, that's the one thing. And to be fair, she did ask, but Harry's not into football, so it's not that deep. So I said, yeah, buy him a shirt. Maisie's Leeds, but she likes Man City, so I had to buy her a Man City strip. She likes Foden, she likes Grealish. She's a young lass, isn't she? Millie's not interested, but Millie has been to Ellen Road. It's my birthday. I can vape if I want. Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of left one lead. No, he's just got 2 channels now, I think. I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out. I will spam wasabi. Wasabi. I like wasabi. Joe, will you do a video getting emotional when Farker gets sacked like you did for Bielsa? No. Bielsa was you. What a man! What a man Marcelo Bielsa was. Just not only just what he stood for as well, right? Like he's just a beautiful man, a loving man. Just I don't know. I wanted Marcelo to be my granddad. Do you know what I mean? If Farker goes, he goes. It is what it is. We moved, don't we? Yeah. Definitely not. This is the missus. She says, Donna Lyons, if he says he doesn't like Scotch eggs, I'll just have to call it quits. I love Scotch eggs. I don't like pork pies. I think that's all right. Favorite sport other than football? Can you call wrestling a sport? It depends, mate. I like watch darts. I like boxing. Boxing's up there as well. But it's all football for me. It's all football. I've tried haggis, mate. I really like it. Really, really like it. It's just like spicy mince. Somehow I've made a machine that erases all music. Since it's your birthday, you get to pick one musical artist to spare from this fate. Who do you choose? Wow, that's a good question. This is what I'm talking about. Somehow I've made a machine that erases all music. Since it's your birthday, you get to pick one musical artist to spare from this fate. Wow. That is so right. Because I have a tattoo with him. And because he was so talented and the band was amazing, but also his solo stuff is great as well. And had he not passed away, I think he'd have just gone on to make some crazy stuff. Freddie Mercury. Yeah. Oh, no, what about Tupac, though? I'll have to go Freddie. Unreal. Villa 1-0, there you go. Cried with happiness. Yes. Yeah, sports entertainment. I didn't, mate. No. I had my little ones last night, so what's your favourite Leeds goal, you bower? Take your pick, either or. Sean Healy's second account draws the weight loss going nice. Hi, Joe. Did Kilimanjaro with a few Leeds lads last week. Do you fancy it? We had Joe Cullen. That's yeah. Get in touch if you're doing it. Let's talk. First, and with a 10-point gap. First with a 10-point gap. Dream summer signing, apart from Danny Welbeck. Yeah. Rafinha. Rafinha returns back to the Premier League. Rafinha. Big up to my main man, Pat. Is Birdman? Birdman? Bob Marley. Bob Marley with that. Bob Marley. Bob Marley, yeah. Favourite darts player. So he's actually no longer with us, but it was Andy Fordham. Andy Fordham was my favourite darts player, which is old school. Yeah. Next time you are down in London or come up to Leeds, I shall treat you to Iranian food. Let's do it, man. I would like to taste that, bro. I don't know how someone so interested in love boring wrestling. It's not boring, Mark. It's not, man. It's fun. It's fun. That's all it is. Just look at it as entertainment. As entertainment goes, it's pretty good. Queen, we are the champions. I know no one's asked me this question, but if I could choose one musical moment in history to drop into, it would be Queen Live Aid. If I could just have a time machine and put me somewhere, I'd go, bush, just drop me in there. And yeah, that would be it. Just drop me in. It would be for me, because of my subscriber base, my viewership would be an interview with Marcelo, I think. In the Marcelo Bielsa Stadium in Rosario. I think that would be the dream, Joe. Definitely. That's it. That's it. 100%. That's it. Legend, man. Get me them tickets to America. Yeah. Happy birthday, Joel. I'll just say, with the amount of records, etc., Queen have sold before and since Freddie died, calling them who's called them overrated? Surely not. Joe Vlogs America. I haven't, mate. No. If I could have a candlelit dinner with any wrestler, it'd be probably The Rock. Probably The Rock. Stop it. Stop it, Jack. Queen are not overrated, man. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that, Jackie boy. Yeah, unreal. I don't think we need that many. I don't think we need that many. Yeah, I don't think we need that many. If someone offered you Leeds win the Premier League, but you can't watch a single game, even on TV for that season, would you take it? No. Selfishly, no. Because it wouldn't feel like we'd won it. You mean if I can just jump back in the season after? No. Selfishly, I don't care. I would want to see it, so no. Definitely not. This always don't go down well. I'd rather England win a major tournament than Leeds win the championship. People were surprised at that. Championships, pish. I just think, yeah,
I think the nation would appreciate like a big moment like that. Jaguar Skills 69, big up. Says happy birthday, Joe. Have a beer on me, mate. Big up to you, mate. Thank you for that. Joe, I've got to challenge your take on Somerville being the next Ian Pervader. Somerville's talent far outshines Pervader's potential. It's not even close. Yeah, I mean that was years ago, Sonny. Huh? I called him Jan Pervader 2.0. It's not even out of. It's not even a question now, is it? Watch Queen Live Aid last night on YouTube. The black lad had never seen it before. They was astounded by it. The crowd, he had everyone in the palm of his hands. What do you mean? Who's the black lads? What do you mean? They was astounded by it. The crowd, he had everyone. He was amazing. He was amazing. Where's the cake? Tuesday, man. Tuesday. Ooh. Definitely not Strauch. Definitely not Paddy Bamford. I think, and I don't know if he actually took penalties, sorry, but I'm thinking Lorimer just because lash it Lorimer and all that sort of stuff. Just take the net off on. He definitely not Batty. I don't think it would be hard. Would it be Peter Lorimer? James Milner. Now, who took penalties for Leeds United in the 70s? People will know in the chat. I think like Lorimer, because he took the net off. But does anyone know who actually took penalties during that? Would it have been Alan Sniffer Clark, do you think? So it was Lorimer. Lash it Lorimer then, 100%. Lash it Lorimer, he'd take the net off. I'm going to find out, did Peter Lorimer take pens for Leeds? Did Peter Lorimer take pens for Leeds? Let's have a look. Penalty goals. Yeah, I mean, he's got a section for penalty goals, so he must have. To be honest, I should read Rocco's book. The Sons of Reve. So I should probably... I've read some of it, but I should... It's a bestseller, this, by the way. But yeah, lash it Lorimer. I would go Lorimer. It's a good shout that way. We're cultured. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lorimer, let's do it. Any more questions, folks? We've been going an hour and 14 minutes. It hasn't felt like it, to be honest. It hasn't felt like it. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. If in the playoff final it's a penalty shootout, who would be the five for you would pick? Well, I would pick Pirro. I would pick Strauch. And I know that sounds mad, but he's clearly one of the better penalty takers in the squad. Nonto. Solomon. Tanaka. Yeah. Team for Tuesday, as you were, same last time we had lineup in the league. How did you meet, Bob? We have mutual friends. We're from the same town, mate. Lorimer, 41 of his 54. Strachan scored 18 of his 20. What I would give, though, for Lorimer in that is the ball. Also, the state of the pitches.
I think we forget this. A lot of these players, man, were kicking literal pig's bladders about. Do you know what I mean? That would soak in water. If you let someone like an Eddie Gray dance around on the pictures of today, it'd be mad. Honestly, it would. So, yeah. Yeah, Rothwell's a good shout. Favorite beer? I don't drink, but when I did, I don't like lager, man. There you go. Loving the feedback from Jade. You'll both have to come down once the Airbnb is up and running. Benjamin Bloom lives nearby, so you can get him round for drinks. Dream team. Great shout, Donna. That would be very nice. Let me know when it's up and running and we will come down. Would you rather have fingers for toes or toes for fingers? Fingers for toes. Toes for fingers. Fingers for toes. I think, yeah. Yeah, no, I will be there, mate. I still speak to Mo and to Potsy. Potsy asks me on every now and then. It's just my life's been a bit mad over the, for a bit. So yeah, we will be there. Yeah, it's been good, mate. I went for some breakfast this morning, and then me and the kids went to play bowling and had a little wander about. Then I dropped them off, came home, and then done this, and then we'll be back again at about 8 o'clock, I'd imagine, for final word. Which player in the current team do you dislike the most? Max Fober. Would you rather have knobs for fingers or knobs for toes? Knobs for fingers, I think. Yeah. Joe, you're going to do another collab with Craig from Anfield Agenda, 100%. If you'll have me on, yeah, he's a big dog. Which YouTube football creator would you fight in a misfit boxing match if you had to choose one? I don't really know. Don't really know. None comes to mind. How do you feel that you've often been nicknamed Big Joe and me Little Joe when I'm vastly taller than you? Yeah, I'm big, not in terms of weight or size, but like big in terms of colossal. Does anyone know where that's from, by the way? City Leeds fans, do you know where that's from? I'll be disappointed if because I'm like bigger, not in terms of weight or but like bigger in terms of colossal. Young, hey, Mr. Carter. Was at Live Aid at 16 and was in the away in Sheffield United when we won the title, apart from the birth of my kids. Greatest days of my life. Let's be honest, they're actually better than your kid's birth. You just don't want to say it out loud, Jason. Imagine someone trying to stop a Peter Lorimer pen these days, £90 yeah, with a brick, exactly. Just beating a grip. Connor's a big lad. Connor is a big lad. What hairstyle would you would I choose for myself? Valderrama, mate, pure Valderrama. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yes, I do, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Only Leeds Bros. If I could pick anyone to come out of my birthday cake, who would it be? Marcelo Bielsa. Best Leeds player with the name Joe. Wow. Is everyone going road on? Joe Jordan played, didn't he? But I'm trying to think of some more. Joseph. I don't think there is many more than Jordan or Rodon, is there? Do you know what? I've got a spot under my beard. Anyone who knows will know. And it's fucking killing. What was my favourite player this season? Solomon. Joy, no ball, as you know. And I was right the other day about Farker versus Lampard head-to-head. Have you got over that yet, broski? Never, mate. Never. Not Gelhart, no. Who's my favourite actor? Leo DiCaprio. Goat. I really like Mark Wahlberg as well. But Leo DiCaprio is brilliant. If you could get one championship player on a free, who would it be? Joe Bellingham. Yep, that'd be it. Favorite film Leo's been in? Wow. Departed, actually. Departed, because Departed's my favourite film. Departed is my favourite film. Yeah, therefore. Favourite game I've been to, which is mad, is that Man United, because of the moment. Yeah, Django Unchained is up there. Departed is just unbelievable. Shutter Island, what a movie! What a movie! If you could get anyone to play you in a film about yourself, who would you pick? Sean Pegg. He looks like me, doesn't he? Inception's good as well. I love Christopher Nolan, though. Great director. Just what he did with the Batman franchise alone. Simon Pegg. Yeah, Max Branning. Jason Statham. There you go, Popper Gamer. That's it. Not Ron Weasley. Although I wonder if you shave Ron Weasley's head, it might work. Jason Statham. Yeah, you come on like that. Now then, people. Welcome to the Just Joe fucking football show, you slags. You're going to hate me here, I assume, but don't know it. What's your favourite of the Cornetto trilogy? No. Favourite actress? Oh, Steve, that's a good one. Ooh. It's hard as a red-blooded male not to just go for like, ooh, you know what I mean? That's what we do. That's how we're wired, isn't it? Who's actress? I do like Jodie Foster, obviously, in Silence of the Lambs. That is really tough for me. Really tough, that is. I don't know. Just because it's the only one that come to mind, and it's one of my favourite films. Jodie Foster. It's probably a poor shout. There's probably better out there. If I was just going for a red-blooded, like, it'd be Margot Robbie, obviously, but yeah. Therefore, Oglive, yeah, looks like me, doesn't he? That's probably why you like Queen. How can you not like Queen? Come on. One wish, what would it be? I used to... It's mad, actually, because sometimes I do live in Fantasy Island, but I always used to think, like, if it probably would... I used to always think, like, I wish I could be as good as it. It's mad. I don't know. I'm trying to think when this stopped, because I remember always thinking it of, like, at what age... And again, it's I don't know if it's a wish, but, like, you weren't allowed... this was something that was made up in my mind. It's mad, but I weren't allowed to say, I want to be the best footballer in the world. I had to, like, at my age, I was like, so I wish I was as good as I am now, but at a younger age, and if I'd still make the grade. Because I might be like a kid prodigy and then get to a certain age and then be shit, because I'm pretty shit. But would I get coaching and that from that age to make me a world beater? Like, everyone would sign me because I'd be like, oh my God, he plays like a, veteran. And then I don't know. That I did actually used to sometimes think that. Like, that's weird. Like, at what point would that happen? But yeah. Only one wish though. Try and answer the question. Now I can say one for Mrs. here, can't I? That one. One wish. I'm gonna give you one of them answers that they do at pageants and that, and be like, I'd like to stop world hunger. Yeah, that would be my wish. Did I say I've not even had a cake, my bro? I've not even had a cake. Favorite gangster movie? Could you call the part of the gangster movie potentially? But I like your old school Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta. But let's go with Godfather. The Godfather trilogy, Mario Puzo books. I've actually read some of the books. Brilliant. So we'll go with the Godfather trilogy. But I like Casino, Reservoir Dogs, all that sort of vibe. They don't make them like that anymore. No, Louis, definitely not. Yes, I would. So isn't Departed Scorsese, although it was originally from China, I think the original, doesn't he also do Shutter Island? I'd have to see them. Favorite female singer, Joe? Wow, I like Stevie Nicks, mate. I really like Stevie Nicks. There's a lass called Lola Young. That's who I really like now. I listen to all her stuff. Because I'm too messy. And then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job. Where the hell I've been? So I'm too messy. Till I open my big mouth. Yeah, like Stevie Nicks. I like Miley Cyrus. Guilty pleasure, it is what it is. She does a tune with Stevie Nicks, like a mashup. Brilliant. Edge of 17. Is that not allowed? I used to like Florence and the Machine. Adele's up there, obviously. Yeah. If they go back even like Aretha Franklin and that who my mum used to bop to. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I want my head tattooing, mate. I really want my head tattooing. It's just expensive, but I want my head tattooing. Yep. That's the next one. The Godfather, yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Triple H has to be up there, you know. He's on my Mount Rushmore. Genuinely, Triple H is quality. The Rock, HBK. You're gonna have to give Mick. I love Mick. Mick Foley, Undertaker. There's loads I'll have missed, but I think that's good. Triple H, Rock. How can I forget Stone Cold? Triple H, Rock, Stone Cold, HBK, Undertaker. I feel really sorry, but Mick, yeah, just don't quite make the grade, does he? Let's have a look. Fave comedy act. I can't think of an act. Like, oh, actually, no, I can. Peter Kay's Best Live series and stuff. Loved. Well, back in the day, Lee Evans, I love Peter Kay, but I think if you put a gun to me head, it'd be Ricky Gervais, just for everything that he does. Fave Netflix show would be Last Kingdom. I am Uhtred, son of Uhtred. That's funny. I was actually talking about Cher Lloyd or Char Lloyd with my girlfriend and her daughter yesterday. Big up Char Lloyd. Gangs of New York is brilliant. He's brilliant. Long but brilliant. A bit like me. What's my Nando's order? I did go the other day. I took my daughters the other week. And normally I go for a sunset burger, but I tried this new thing and it was really nice, and I can't remember what it's called. Big up Nunny, of course, Plymouth fan. Boom. What a win. Just got home from it. Those, I mean, yeah, the quality though. Let's have a look. Favorite meal is Toad in the Hole. And I do like our lasses lasagna. It was banging. You have the choice to go back in, live through Bielsa in the Prem with a heavy budget, but sacrifice your YouTube, or continue as normal with your YouTube. Well, I'd be out of a job and I'd be working 9 to 5 again. Well, 11:15, 8. And there's no guarantees that heavy budget would work. So I'd stick with my job. As mad as that sounds. Happy birthday. You're doing great content. What's been the best concert you have been at? I saw Daft Punk live at Harewood House in Leeds. O2 Wireless Festival will never, ever be beat. And they've not been in the UK since, I don't think. Cannot be beat. I've seen Chemical Brothers about 3 or 4 times. At Creamfields, at Leeds. I saw Kasabian live. Foo Fighters were absolutely brilliant live. I've seen Stone Roses. I got to see the Stone Roses in Halifax Victoria Theatre. Catfish and the Bottomman, same location. But for me, it will always be Daft Punk. I was high on ecstasy, living the dream. The Pyramid, oh man, and just them two at the top of it. My brother, actually, I was only 18 at the time. There or thereabouts. I went with my mate Bruton, Simon, and his girlfriend, and it was absolutely amazing. Quality. Even now, like, if they came back, it'd just be, yeah, I'm going. Other than Tupac, who's your favorite hip hop artist? There's too many to choose. I mean, Eminem. I love Lil Wayne. I love Kendrick, Biggie. There's probably a lot of. I guess I know more mainstream folks, but yeah, them's up there. Yeah. Only Fools or Blackadder. Only Fools for me. My mum used to watch Blackadder, but Only Fools. One moment in Leeds history you could go back and stop and change. There's probably better ones than this, but let's not sell Eric Cantona to Manchester United. Because do they go on and have the success they do? Maybe not. If he stays in a Leeds United shirt, does he have the same Premier League career he had at their place? Maybe. Or maybe just get some more fucking money than we did. Do you know what I mean? One of the worst transfers in history, surely. If you was in a lift, it stopped and Bielsa get in, what would you ask him, or where would you or would you shit and be blubbering mess? I don't think I'd ask him. I'd just want to give him a hug and say thank you. I think that's it. I don't think I'd have a question. I'd just say thank you. Actually, I'd say, would you ever come back to Leeds United? What would it take? What would it take to come back? Alan Russell, thank you very much for the super sticker. What's the best comedy or film or show in your opinion? So, sitcom for me has to be. I really like IT Crowd, but my favorite, I like Big Bang Theory. I like Only Fools, but my favorite's Phoenix Nights. And film, I don't know, film wise. Oh, Hangover's up there. Actually, Anchorman 1 or 2. Take your pick. Where would you go if you had a time machine? Back to Live Aid, genuinely. Live Aid to see that Queen performance. Bamford or Gillivogie? Bamford. It's a great shout, Poppy. True. I think that's it, folks. We've done an hour and 35 minutes. I think we're going to be back at 8 o'clock anyway for the final word. But I just want to thank you all for coming on tonight and supporting the channel. It hasn't felt like that. That's probably the longest I've done where it hasn't felt like I've done, if that makes sense. So big love to you all. If you could all like the video on the way out as well. 261. Let's see if we can get that close to 500 likes. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And again, thank you so much for watching the channel. And I'll see you all in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, and thank you. Yeah. See you back at 8, man. I'm going to eat some food.